Allison, why don't you tell us the whole abandoning a guy story?
Okay, so this was before I became a Christian, about 4 years ago, so please keep that in mind on the way that I acted. So I was like 22 years old and I was on Tinder, and I enjoyed, going to bars and drinking. I was in Wisconsin. We drank a lot, so I meet this guy, and he meets me at a bar, and when he meets me, I'm drunk. I'm very, very intoxicated, and he's like super into me, and I tell my friend Liz, who is my DD, we should go to Wisconsin. Like, I want this guy to meet my mom because, like, I just like him so much, and we're in Texas. Yeah. And he agrees to it. So he gets in the car with me and my friend Liz, she's driving, to go meet my mom. So we actually stop at his mom's house. I meet his mom. Keep in mind, I'm very drunk, okay? Like, I would not be able to, like, probably walk by myself. So I invite him with us. Mm-hmm. So I meet his mom, he packs a suitcase, we get in the car, and we're heading to Wisconsin. Well, in about the bottom of Arkansas, I started to sober up a bit, and I'm like, who's this guy in the back seat? I'm like, what are we doing here? And we've committed to a trip, and it's like 15 hours. So I'm telling Liz, I'm like, we need to ditch this guy. And she's like, no way, like, that's so mean. Like, you invited him, you met his mom, and I'm like, I don't care. I was like, I literally don't care. Well... Wow. Anyways, we kept driving, and Liz is like, no, that's messed up. I just didn't feel safe. So then we were in the bottom of Illinois. It's about 11 hours outside of Texas. He was taking turns driving. I'm completely sober. He went to a gas station to go get something to drink, and his suitcase was in the trunk, but I jumped into the front seat, and I, like, threw it in reverse, and I peeled off. And I was like, block him on everything right now. And, yeah, we just blocked him, and we left him in the bottom of Illinois. But I think he had his phone in his wallet, so he was good.
Huh. But you stole his luggage?
Wild.
Technically, but I know Liz's parents did eventually get it back to them, and my dad wasn't mad at me. He was happy.
Oh, well, I guess that makes it all better then.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
She's Christian now.
Well, there's why... Yeah, I mean, maybe hanging out with a tree is a better idea too. Not just talking to one. I don't know.
Well,
would the tree abandon you in the bottom of Illinois? I don't know. I don't think it would.
You don't think, like, men have done type things to women?
Oh, yeah, let's shift the burden over to men again.
I
so
mean,
she does something absolutely horrible, and that's also men's fault, right? Because they've done horrible things, so therefore no accountability, right?
Can two people suck at the same time?
Yes.
Men do bad things. She did the bad thing.
Exactly.
Like, I admitted that I did the
100%.
bad thing. I put myself in a bad, dangerous situation and a stupid situation. Why would I bring him to meet my mom? I was wasted when
Wait, but you mentioned dangerous situation. How long was he with you?
Sounds like he was in the dangerous situation.
He was. No, he was. But
He
like
was the
30.
victim.
Well, I thought too. He's got bad judgment. Why would he get in the car with us?
Well, he made.
Oh, it's his fault. You
No,
know,
it was my
what a
fault.
psycho he is. What a lunatic.
Both
This
parties
guy
take
who
accountability.
trusted you and got in your car and did nothing to you, who you abandoned and stole his luggage. Because you didn't feel safe. What? What kind of lunacy?
But what kind of man just gets in a car with two random women?
Well, I was really
It's always
drunk
the
and
man's
I.
fault. Always the man's fault.
It's man's
It goes
fault.
both ways.
It does go both
It goes both ways.
Yeah.
It's a
I
two-way
didn't
street,
feel,
baby.
I didn't feel safe. How does it go both ways in this situation?
I
Explain
mean,
it.
I'm
I wanna
not
hear
saying
it.
that what
This is
she
victim.
like. No.
I never said it was his
I'm
fault.
definitely not
Total
saying
victim
it's this
blaming.
man's fault in this situation. I'm not agreeing, but I'm saying to, like, hate on her, like, oh yeah, no wonder why I'd rather talk to a tree. Like, men have done all types of stuff to women too, so it's not really, like, fair to
Okay,
say that's
that's
why.
a whataboutism.
So
Well, what about the men though?
What about the men do?
No,
right? What
okay,
about what the men
sure.
do that's bad?
Sure.
Okay, great.
Okay.
It's
Arrest
fine.
her,
You
take
can
her to jail,
shift
man.
you can shift accountability off from her story and
But-
horrible things she did that she justifies by saying, because I didn't feel safe.
Where are
though."
you debating this from against yourself?
she's-
I said
she's
I
agreeing
did
with
that
you.
thing. It was before I was a Christian. I was horrible. I never put the blame on him. I was
No,
the
you
problem.
did. You said you justified it by saying that you didn't feel safe.
No, I didn't.
She didn't
You
say she
did.
was
I never
around
said I didn't
safe.
feel safe. I said I put myself in a dangerous situation.
Then you didn't feel safe?
I never said I didn't feel safe. Did I?
No,
So
you
you
did,
did
but
feel
that's
safe.
okay. You didn't feel safe.
It's not that I was afraid of him. It's that I put myself in a dangerous
That's
situation.
accountability.
But
Accountability in and of itself.
I'm just saying I said it was before I was a Christian. I did something really bad, It was a horrible thing.
Yeah.
And that's how I opened up with it. I'm not saying it's this guy's fault. I felt bad for him, but also I was a terrible person.
Yeah,
Like,
that's fair. I mean, have you ever said you were sorry to this guy?
no, because it was years later,
Oh.
like when I realized how bad it was. But no, I wish I could. Scott, if you're watching this, I am sorry.
She said
This is
she
your
didn't
apology,
feel
baby.
safe, and that's okay.
But that's not why
And
I
she
ditched
took
him.
accountability.
I ditched him because I was a mean person back then, and I didn't care about other people or how bad it put them out or anything like that. The world revolved around me.
What did you do for the rest of that weekend?
I went to Buddy O'Brien's house and went snowboarding, and we did go to my mom's, and yeah.
So
Wasn't
you went and partied?
I mean, yeah, I was 22 years old. I was an idiot.
Okay.
I lived for myself.
What is your point here, Andrew?
I was just asking a follow-up question. I was curious what you did that weekend.
What does that have to do with anything?
I'm sorry, does every question need to lead to some kind of gotcha outcome?
Oh.
Or can I just ask kind of general
You
questions?
can. I was
what,
just,
what was the point? Well, what was the point of her story?
I was also just asking a general question.
Yeah, what was the point of her story?
Probably
don't
to get that reaction, I guess, out of
You don't know what the point of her story was?
I mean, I got in halfway through, so.
Yeah, so I don't know. So my question is to have a point. Her story doesn't.
Dude.
I don't know. I'm trying to follow the logic here.
Oh, man.
Yo, thank you,
should
Kill of
just tell the
Cereal. Sorry
story.
if I was a little tilted earlier. My bad, man.
Tilted Brian. What does that mean?
What does that mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
Tilted, it's a video game term, actually dating all the way back to pinball machines. So when you used to play a pinball machine, if you were like playing the game and you got frustrated, people would literally tilt the game. And so in a video game, like if you keep losing matches or you're not getting good RNG, you're not getting good luck in a video game, you can become frustrated. It's a video game term, tilted.
By the
I have
way,
a
I'm
question.
glad I'm glad you turned it all around and that you don't do horrible things like that anymore. I was just kind of curious.
Play video games?
No. To the gal who's telling the story.
Wait, but you took his luggage?
I mean, I wasn't thinking about that. I thought it was my moment to ditch him. Liz, it was her car. She was saying no, and I just thought, we're ditching this guy. It was like, I could not bring him to my mom.
I won't linger on
Did
it
you
too
guys go
long.
through his luggage?
Yes, we did.
Like to get
it-
stuff?
No, we just wanted to see like what was in here, and we found.
What did you find?
Okay, you know, like those little pills that you can buy at a gas station,
Like rhinos?
condoms, yeah.
Yeah.
So I was like, so he already thought because
The rhino
I gave off
What
that
the-
impression. So I was like, man, like
No fucking
that's
way.
my.
No fucking way.
And that's why she left him. No, I'm playing.
She's like, this man's got some big
No
butts.
way he
joking.
had
What she
boner
did was
pills.
not
No, I swear.
There's no way he had boner pills.
He
in his
did, and I
luggage.
told my dad you could call. My
Okay, all right, fine. He had boner pills. Okay.
But he was under the impression you guys were gonna go off for the weekend and smash, right?
wanted
That's what he
probably
thought.
if I
Threesome.
invited him, yeah. I mean, I'm
Threesome type shit.
guessing.
Yeah.
I was so drunk.
Okay.